What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got a pretty neat little review for you today. This one, man, I'm messing up already. This one is from Fred the Lug. Thank you, Fred, for sending this one along. Pretty neat little knife. Really appreciate Fred, and it's people like him that help me be able to bring regular content. So big shout out to Fred for that. I really appreciate this. And if you are a subscriber, a channel member, or Patreon, I really appreciate you guys, man. The channel members really keep me going and able to, you know, do giveaways every now and then, pay for stuff like shipping and back and forth and stuff like that. So really appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed, maybe consider doing that and hit the like button right down there. Really appreciate that, guys. And without further ado, this one is the Kizer Knives Varatas. So this one's been out for a good little while. Pretty neat little knife. Kizer has some premium stuff that's really nice, and they got some budget stuff that's really nice. So we will go ahead and get all into it now. Let's go ahead and do how we normally do. We'll do the overall specs here. You got from the tip of the blade to the end of the handle, you are sitting right at about 7 5/8, so almost a full-size knife. Tip of the blade to where it meets up with the handle there, you're looking right at 3 1/4. And sharpened edge length, measured like that, you're looking just over 3 inches, maybe 3 1/16 on there. And if you measure laterally, long ways like that, you're looking just under 3 inches. All right, get out the calipers here. Blade stock thickness check time, zero them out. All right, so looking at it from the thickest part of the spine, you are looking at 127.5 thousandths there. Behind the edge, you are looking at 23.5 thousandths, and relatively thin little knife, sitting at just at 407 thousandths on the thickest part of the handle. So not aggravatingly thin, I guess, not annoyingly thin. But kind of nice. It feels really nice in hand. That thinness definitely contributes to the weight reduction too, I'm sure, which we'll find out here in just a second after we do the size comparisons, which we will start now. That is your Cold Steel Knives AD10 and your Demco Knives AD20.5. That's the slicer variant. So pretty close in overall length to the slicer version of the AD20.5 with a little bit less cutting edge on it. All right. And let's get out a couple more of the usual ones here. The usual suspects, as I call them. That is the Ontario Knives Rat Model 1. And here is your Ontario Knives Rat Model 2. Kind of in between those two. We'll put up the Rat Brothers here. And our Help with Gadgets knife holder they sent me. Appreciate that, Tommy. Shout out to Help with Gadgets. There is your Spyderco Paramilitary 2. And your Spyderco Para 3. Fairly close to the Para 3, maybe a little bit longer in overall length than the Para 3. Definitely shorter than the PM2. And here is your Ozark Trail Walmart knife, 7.5 inch Ozark Trail folder. Another Kizer right here. That's the Jungus Bowie. All right. And two more Kizers. Let's see. We got the Mini Roach without the flipper tab, and one that's similar to it, very similar to it, I think. Fairly similar anyway, profile, but a little bit different. That is the Militaw. So as you can see right there, this is also sent to me by Fred the Lug too, by the way. This is the budget version of the Militaw. Pretty cool little knife. Fairly similar blade shape. They do have several differences, you know, noticeably the pivot, the sharpening choil, not on the Militaw, and the finger groove, finger cutout is kind of roundish right there, more square here on that one. So, several differences there, not just, size. But that's it for size comparisons and weight. There's more. That is your DeWalt frame and hammer. And your 8-inch USA made crescent wrench. Can't do a size comparison video without those, except for in my shorter re-reviews that I do, that I'm trying to start doing anyway, of knives. But yeah, what knife review is complete without that? Go ahead and get the scale out here. Get a weight on this bad boy. Feels pretty light, and it does feel really nice as far as the weight goes on it. I don't know, I'm gonna have to guess, I'd say 3 ounces. Might be off as normal, but probably am. Titanium on the handles. Still feels significant, but it doesn't feel super light, but a lot lighter than what it looks like, I guess you could say. 3.1 ounces, so right at or right under the ounce and inch ratio, actually. So that's pretty cool. And we will get out the old blue jeans here. Now, pocket clip, as you could hear, maybe when I put it in there, a little bit grabby putting it in, but works fairly well once you get it in pocket. Kind of not a significant factor in pocket, right? So it's not heavy, it's not weighty. Even in like gym shorts, the smoothness of it and the lightness of it really makes it feel nice in the pocket. And I believe, or no, it's not reversible. So, all right, let's see what else we got as far as specs. Let's go ahead and do hardware check. That's a T8 that I got on there right now, which is too big for that, which tells me that's a T6. T6 body screws, T6 clip screw, T6 lock bar screw, and I'm thinking a T8. Yeah, T8 on the pivot. So it is a single-sided captive pivot, and that looks really cool. I think that square there, I just think it's pretty neat, kind of simple and unique. So that's good. That's a single-sided captive pivot. Just be careful using T6s on the body and on the clip. All right, so that's it for specs. My thoughts on this thing. I really like it. Really good knife in my opinion. Reverse flickable, very, very easy. Jimping right there helps a lot. Even wear a large size glove, have average size hands. Choke back, I can barely get my pinky on there, but it is on there. It's not like halfway off, it is fully on there. With my fingers bunched together, kind of choke back, and it feels really locked in right there. Now, another comfortable grip on it when you choke up. Got that little bit of a flat there and that rounded area. So kind of feels comfortable also choked up. No jimping on the spine, not really needed. I think that's smoothed out fairly well. The ergonomics of it, I'm a pretty big fan of. Actually, the contouring is really nice on it. They did a good job on the titanium, so it feels really nice on that as well. Now, another factor of ergonomics is that front flipper. Front flip's pretty easy. So pretty cool to front flip it, and also fun to middle finger flick it. So fairly fidgety little knife. Definitely I guess I would call it a medium-sized knife, but for that size, it definitely works pretty well. Look on the back, you see S35 in there. It's a solid blade steel. I think these go for around 170 right now on Kizer's website. I do have an affiliate link if you guys are interested in buying one of them for Kizer, but if not, that's fine too. Inside does have a little milling in there for weight reduction and a nice back spacer. That's pretty cool. I like the kind of counteracting triangles pattern there, I guess you could call it, for a better lack of the term. Double checking that. Yeah, it does have some milling inside of there, but yeah, pretty cool looking pattern on there. Bunch of triangles, little triangle arrow, whatever, pointing down there on that side, and I think that is the designer logo, that arrow down right there. Decently sterile blade, just got a little S35 there, the maker's mark right there, and kind of Kizer right there. I've seen worse billboarding, so not a bad job on that. Kind of makes a cool actuation sound. Pretty neat little knife overall. Reverse flick, easy, comfortable. Front flipper works good. Wish they had T8s all the way around, but other than that, and the action is good. Kind of a shake shut action, running on bearings, but definitely really smooth. Centering's pretty good on it. Blade play. No blade play, locked up pretty solid. Nice little tumbled looking finish on the blade. So yeah, I think it's a really cool knife, man. I would definitely say it's a good one. And if they were a little bit less on the price, I'd probably put it on my most recommended knives playlist. That came down like $150 or something like that. But still not too bad for the price. There's definitely worse out there for the price. So I'd say it's sitting at the higher end of what I would say is an acceptable price range for it. Just wish it was a little bit less. And these do potentially go on sale for less. So thank you to Fred the Lug. Appreciate you sending me this one. Really cool knife. And thank you guys for watching. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.